Are you ready to manifest money? Money is one of my most favorite things to talk about. And I find that I don't have nearly enough money manifesting videos on this channel. So you're in for a special treat because today we're going to talk about techniques and tips of things that actually work. And if you find after this video that you would like one-on-one coaching with me regarding your financial abundance, don't hesitate to join the 25-day Financial Abundance Workshop. It is currently available with personalized coaching from me. Don't miss this opportunity because I do plan on discontinuing the coaching portion of this program. The link to enroll in the program is below. So let's start with saying that working on limiting beliefs surrounding money is probably one of the best things that you can possibly do to improve your financial situation. I want to say that anyone can manifest money. Anyone. And I only know this because I was probably one of the most unlikely people to finally succeed in terms of money. I came from a modest background. I was middle class, but we were struggling all the time. I was taught a financial scarcity consciousness. I had fears regarding money. All throughout my adulthood, I struggled with money. I exhausted myself, thinking that was the only way I would ever have money. I never got paid good enough for anything I did. I got taken advantage of in terms of being overworked by my bosses because they saw I was a hard worker and they took advantage of that. Never properly compensated, only working to pay debts that never were paid off, only to find new expenses, only to find new ways that my money would constantly run away from me. So if I could finally reach a multiple six-figure income consistently that only improves with every single year, run my own business, because that was what I truly wanted to do. I wanted to be my own boss. If I could finally attain that level of success, so can you. In whatever your chosen career is, you don't even have to want to work for yourself. You can do whatever you like, be compensated fairly, and finally receive that level of income that you have always dreamed about. It's important to say I had started businesses before. This was not the first business I ever started. It was just the first business that ever succeeded because I had applied these techniques. The techniques I'm about to teach in this video, and also the techniques that I teach in my 25-day workshop. It all comes through personal experience, and I include a lot of personal stories of things I actually went through, trials and errors, and things that finally worked for me. Now, making friends with money is so important. A lot of times we see money as the enemy or the thing we don't want to think about or talk about because it's just too painful. So we have this wounded relationship with money. It's definitely not our friend. So we have to choose to make friends with it before it can ever change, before your financial situation can ever grow and get better. We have to make that conscious choice that money is not the enemy. It is, in fact, something to find support on. Money is something that can be a kind friend to you. It can be your best friend, your best ally, something that guides you through life and allows you to have the experiences that you want. Now imagine yourself spending money. This is more important than visualizing receiving money. I know in terms of manifestation, if you want money, you tend to come up with a number like, oh, I want $100,000. Instead of setting your goal on that, why not imagine spending $100,000 and feeling good about it, having it be a joyful experience? Because if you can visualize something like that or set an intention for something like that, then clearly the money started coming, it started flowing in whatever avenue it can best reach you. So if you focus on spending money as opposed to receiving money, then you kind of imply that there is a limitless flow and that it's constantly coming to you like a magnet. So you don't want to limit yourself just to receiving money, Because what good is receiving $100,000 if that's the only money you're going to receive for the rest of your life? Like, clearly that's not enough. So if you're looking to up-level your money situation, you want to imagine spending. Spending on the things that you want. Feeling good about spending. Not spending because you've gone into credit card debt, but spending because you make enough money to support the kind of things that you want to buy. You make enough money to have the kind of lifestyle you want, and there's more coming. So if you can make friends with the idea of money, feel yourself spending it, feel the relief and goodness that the idea of money brings you, instead of cringing when you think about your finances. This can be very eye-opening and very expansive because we're trying to create a sense of expansion so that you can start to up-level your life, receive more, and break through. Now, focusing on positive what-if statements can help a lot. What if I had enough money? What if my job fairly paid me? What if I was able to work in the kind of profession that I want? What if my business endeavors succeeded? What if people wanted the thing that I have to sell or the services that I give? What if people could benefit greatly from my passions and I could make money from them? What if I no longer found myself with unexpected expenses? What if I could only use my money on the things that I truly want to purchase and to spend on? And what if I could be grateful for every single time I spent money because I knew more money was coming? What if my life could get easier? What if my financial situation could improve? What if all of my years of hard work could finally pay off? What if money was no longer a struggle or a source of pain? What if money was true happiness and bliss? These are just some examples. Feel free to create whatever statements you like. What if statements are so gentle, they're so easy, and they're so effective. They are one of the best ways to heal your relationship with money and to start feeling better about receiving more. They can work really fast too. So I challenge you to take your fears, turn them around into what-if statements, and just create a solution. You may not even know what that solution is, but create a feeling of it being resolved. So you then focus on the kind of life you want to live, not the one that you choose because you think that it's possible or limited or most realistic, but what is the kind of life you truly want to live? Think in terms of your exact preferences, not choosing an extravagant lifestyle because that would imply that then you had millions of dollars. Instead, what kind of life do you truly want? What are the kinds of experiences that you want? What are the kinds of things that you've been denying yourself because there hasn't been enough money? What would money bring to you? What kind of goodness would it bring to you? Would you donate it? Would you help people in your family? What would you spend it on? What would you treat yourself to? These are exciting things to think about, and a lot of people limit themselves in terms of their imagination of allowing themselves to actually think expansively like this because they think it's just setting themselves up for disappointment. But think in terms of not, if I won the lottery, what would I do with it? That's something that a lot of people consider, but they're thinking in terms of sort of a strange idea of what wealth would be like having a butler or having this $5 million home. And maybe those things would bring you happiness, but I think for most people, we just want to be comfortable. We want to live in a house that makes sense for our needs. And think in terms of manifesting more money on something that feels very comforting, very comfortable, very expansive, like you're granting yourself experiences that you previously didn't have access to before. Now, opening yourself up to being able to actually experience a new way of life implies that, the money source came. Don't boggle your mind. How on earth is my job going to pay more? How on earth is my business going to take off? No. Just open your mind to, wouldn't it be wonderful to have this? How would it feel if I was able to afford this or gift this to a person I love? How lovely that would be, and how calming and how satisfying. And I give thanks. And then you just sort of appreciate the moment. you continue to be mindful of the statements you make in your mind about money and ask yourself, does this imply that money is my friend? Or does this imply that money is my enemy? Keep being aware of that, because something even as simple and basic as that can bring about monumental results. And it's a great starting place if you're pretty much clueless as to how to improve your situation. Now, once again, I do have that 25-day workshop, financial abundance workshop, with coaching with me, personalized coaching. You get my feedback, you get to work with me one-on-one. The entire program lasts about 3 to 4 months, and more details on that are below. Now, I am currently sitting in a very abundant place, my own suite in an amazing mansion in the lovely city of Nashville, Tennessee. So happy to be with you today, and I feel so blessed. Again, it was a conscious and deliberate choice that I made to change my financial situation. It wasn't luck. I wasn't born into wealth. I was born into debt. And I definitely had no one assisting me. I didn't know people in the right circles. I didn't have any favors done for me. I did it all on my own. And you can do it too. It isn't that hard. Have a lovely day. May all of your dreams come true.